talk about a busted segment. You know, for considering I thought of it ahead of time and we tried to order these, man, like Christmas gifts, we're a little fucking late. You know, putting that in the mail. But go ahead and open these up. Because
I got a black box, but mine's not rattling.
No? Interesting. We sent each other a Christmas gift. Did not tell each other what we were sending each other. Do the boxes look similar, folks? Could we have possibly sent each other the same fucking Christmas gift? There's no way. It is.
Oh, mine says that too.
Just for you. Oh my, what could it ever be? There's no fucking way.
You saw me. I opened it now. I didn't open it before.
I'll be damned if we didn't send each other the same fucking thing.
No, it was not
this was 100%
all.
not planned. I actually sent him this, and he forgot about it. And then I said, "Don't bother sending me one because I just sent you something stupid anyway." He got Ron's address. He got my address from Ron and sent me a gift anyway, and said, "Whatever you got me, mine's still appropriate." And I said, "Well, mine's pretty universal too, motherfucker." Shit.
Ah, shit. Here we go again.
By the way, mine was rattling because mine came with an extra middle finger.
So double fuck you. I love it. It's portable.
Oh my. Welcome in, folks. Middle-aged highs. I can't believe what just happened.
Done. Best episode of the year. I'm out. See what I did there? See what I did?
Yeah. Year starting off on a high note. Welcome in. I am, as always, your highly medicated and openly opinionated host. My name is Dan. You can catch me on Twitch at Past Your Prime, Twitter, Past Your Prime 25. Catch us on YouTube and TikTok at Middle Aged Highs. My co-host, a man who just does not need an introduction at this point. Let's be honest, folks. Russ, the Beer League goalie on Instagram. How you doing, sir?
That might be the nicest thing you've ever said about me.
You know, as resolution number one, I resolve this year, considering that we've been doing the podcast for well over a year now, and I have been coming up with insulting intros for the entire year. Plus, I am resolving to, as long as I can this year, make your intros complimentary.
Why?
Because I don't think it'll last long, and I think I can have fun with it the way you want it.
Okay, I'm game for it. Let's go.
But, welcome in, folks. If you can't tell, it is New Year's. We're back in the normal format. You see the old red smoke instead of the snow. The snow has melted on the podcast. We are officially done with the holidays. The New Year is upon us and past us. Hope you were all still here with us. Hope you took our advice and stayed safe. Hope you had fun anyway. I was asleep at 11:15.
Ooh, wow. I think it was the first year in a while that you, me, and Saint weren't on playing video games at midnight. Right. I did hear that Russ's friend was playing video games at midnight by himself, unfortunately.
He wasn't there at 11 because I was. And I just, I'd had a drink early with the wife and my son, and I just, with the baby and everything and all, I'm tired.
So the New Year's Eve is my anniversary, and then I think we've made it one time since our wedding for somebody being awake to midnight. So
congratulations.
This year I decided to go out. I was like, you know what? You're gonna go to bed anyway. I'm getting the hell out of the house. And a neighbor of ours that has kids the same age as our two kids picked me up, and I hung out with a couple hockey buddies and stuff at the bar, and it's actually a pretty decent night. I get to the bar, and there's 3 TVs in front of me. The first TV is USA Hockey, middle TV is Penn State football, and the last TV was Flyers Hockey. I was like, you know what? I'm at a bar, and I'm watching 3 games that I actually enjoy. The only way it gets better is if the Phillies were on as well, and it's January, so that's not happening.
Yeah, that's not a possibility. But, hey, sounds like a pretty decent night for you, sir. So,
yes, sir.
Glad to hear you had a good time of it. We're going to talk a little bit about our New Year's resolutions this week. We've got a few of those to put into, which is something I don't typically do, but we're trying something different all the way around the world this year. So we will be going through that. We have Matt Damon on the fucking challenge. New challenge this year, folks. Whole new challenge. New rules, new format, similar style. I think you're going to enjoy it. But we'll get to that.
You got to find the Matt Damon clip from Team America.
It's funny. And we're going to do a little bit of a look forward, look back on some highs and lows for us that we think might be coming and that have passed. A little bit of our mental health check-in. We're going to take a little bit of that spin on it this month. But before we get to any of that good stuff, even though it is a brand new year, we still have to let the glass house of emotions that is the beer league goalie get all his stuff out. So here comes the penalty box is open. It is time for Russ Rants.
Dude, I gotta tell you, the way I look at it is
penalty box is open. I like that.
Nice.
Good. That was off the cuff.
The way I look at it is new year, same me. That's how I'm looking at it.
My first stream was titled New Year, Same Jackass.
There you go. All right, love it. So,
wouldn't you know it? We think alike. I love it.
I'm going to have a few different segments with this one going forward. But so the first edition of this, I don't know why, but it pisses me off more than anything else.
Sure.
Who the F started the English language? I mean, seriously, I have many complaints.
Sure.
Many.
Who doesn't?
I will bring some of them up in the future. I'm not going to do it in succession. But what in the actual hell is having silent letters in words? Why? What is the point? I mean, did I miss something as part of my English classes? Like, did I just not pay attention or retain some knowledge of the reason behind having silent letters in words? I mean, take a word like scissors, for example.
Skizzles.
Do you pronounce the C?
Yeah, right.
Is it skizzers?
Yeah. Yeah, and then there's letters that, when you combine C and H, all of a sudden they make a new sound between the two of them together, you know?
Dude, I got a laundry list of them. I mean, you got words like half. Half. That's half, if you really think about it.
You sound German all of a sudden. Half?
Hour. Subtle, for crying out loud. The B in subtle. Why? What's the fucking point?
No, yeah. I mean, you know, they say English is the hardest language to learn if it's not your initial language.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many. I mean, I could go on and on. I mean, knife or white or wheat-thin from Family Guy episodes.
Yeah.
I mean,
what's the problem when you have people that live here, born here, speak only this language, and still don't know how to speak this language?
No.
No,
not at all.
I mean, does that happen in other countries? I
would love to know. I mean, I have no knowledge or history with that. I don't speak any other language. I have...
I mean, that's ignorant, you know?
Ignorant.
That's ignorant. Do other countries have, like, slang languages and all this like, dictionaries and urban dictionary and all this stuff? I mean, yeah.
I bet they have that. That I would bet. But, having to pronounce certain words that all sound the same, or having letters that you don't pronounce, and combining letters to make it... Like I said, I got a laundry list of problems with the English language, and I don't fucking get how it started, and it makes zero sense.
No, it's fair. It is. I mean, it is... Like I said, it's supposed to be the hardest language to learn if you didn't initially start with it. And you can understand why. There's silent letters. There's letters that change places. There's words that are spelled different but sound exactly the same.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, there's a lot of things that if you actually sit and look at it, you're like, man, what were they smoking when they wrote this shit?
Yeah, and think about it. Like, I have a first grader right now. I am trying to teach my first grader to read. And then have to answer questions of like, well, this word had this and it sounded like that, and this word has the same thing, but it sounds like this, and I go, yep.
Uh-huh.
I understand the question. I don't understand the answer.
Look, it's just you tell him, look, kid, I'm going to tell you, it's very simple. You pour him a shot of apple juice, you slide it across the table, and be like, look, this is just the way it works. All right?
To be fair, when it comes to taking medicine at night, that happens like that for the kid. I'm not gonna lie.
little shot of apple juice, man. Hey, it goes a long way with the kids. You never know.
Yeah, I got a lot of apple juice in here.
Yeah, sure. No Capri Sun this time. There's a throwback.
Hey, that was a one-time thing. I ran out of mixer. I needed something.
There's a throwback. That's funny. All right, well, short rant, but a valid one. It is a complicated language. I mean, I know a butt ton of people, and yes, that is probably related to where I live, but I know a lot of people that can't speak or write the English language at all.
Yeah.
Like, I look at my son, I mean, obviously you're on social media, whatever. Like, I see my son's friend make a post, and I'm not trying to signal anybody out or say who it is, but, he's, 18, he's living his life off doing whatever, and I see him writing stuff, and it's like, you graduated? Damn.
Work-a-did on phonic, really work-a-did for you.
Yeah. When we're talking about the bar for education, the catchphrase shouldn't be, how low can you go?
Yeah, not so good.
He's bad. Anyway. That's very funny. I like it. All right, anyway, so there's Russ Rants. Get that out of the way. We're talking New Year's stuff, so we're doing a little we like to do our mental health check in the beginning of every month, right? So with this month, we've got a new year coming up. We're really trying to focus on positivity and everything like that. So we're going to look back. We're going to talk about some things that we're looking forward to this year that are concerns going forward. Because parents, that's what you do. You identify threats way ahead of time that are never going to happen, but you're terrified of anyway.
100%.
And then we're going to take a look back and say, hey, I did some shit.
Oh, yeah.
Because a year's done, you accomplish some things in a year, whether you realize it or not. It's always good to take stock and look back and say, hey, you know what? Sorry. It's always good to take stock and look back and say, hey, you know what? I did some shit this year that I didn't think I would ever end up doing.
Mm-hmm.
Because that happens every year. It's not stable. No.
100%.
Not stable. So, I digress. So, for me, and when we talked about that aspect, for me, anytime I talk about anything I'm worried about, obviously, we're dads, everything like that. Generally, it's usually Addison that takes up 75% of my concerns most of the time. You know what I mean? But I'll be honest with you, when I look ahead to the new year, for me, it is just straight up like, I got to raise a baby. I got to stay home and raise a baby. Like, that's a lot. That is a lot. You don't realize until you're doing it full time just how much it is. It's a lot.
Oh, yeah. It's the hardest job in the world, in my opinion. It doesn't matter whether you're mom or dad. It is the hardest job in the world.
Yeah. And we're 6+ months in, and I've already gone through the roller coaster of I'm doing too much, I'm not doing enough, he's falling behind, he's ahead, I don't know what I'm doing, I'm panicked.
And that ain't going to stop for a very, very long time. You're telling me.
It is wild, and it's wild for me still to look at and look at AJ and then look at Danny and be like, you're going to turn into you. Woof. Holy shit. What did I do? Because again, I've got one's turning 19. And
wait.
6 months,
What's worse, turning into them or turning into you?
Poor bastards. I tell you, anytime it's like, oh, the kids are so cute. I was like, yeah, it looks just like me. That poor bastard. He doesn't know what's coming to him. It's all downhill from here.
This is what you get to live up to.
All downhill from here.
Oh, yeah.
So, just to swing through and do a total rundown of mine, though, or, well, not a total rundown, but to link them together because they are linked together. Okay. As much as, I look at that, and I'm terrified all the time, and I'm whatever. If I want to really look back and say, damn, whatever, if you would have told me, I don't know, a year ago, 7-8 months ago, that I'd be staying home full time, taking care of a baby and a special needs 7-year-old, and I'd be making all my own baby food by hand. Haven't bought baby food at all from the store. We're mashing everything, pureeing everything, doing it all by hand. I'm pretty fucking proud of that.
Good fucking work, dude.
You
deserve a pat on the back for that one.
I'm pretty proud of that.
God knows I would definitely not make my own baby food. I'm too lazy for that shit.
It wasn't something I set out to do, but we have the equipment for it, and she was, when she was home, she did a little bit of it, and I was like, huh. Yeah, sure, why not? I have big old green bean cubes and pea cubes in the freezer. Sweet potatoes can get made tomorrow. We mash up bananas all the time. I mean, I've got it stockpiled. I got a system rolling with it. Like
That poop's gonna be all sorts of colors soon. Gonna be shitting
it
out a
is,
fucking
buddy.
rainbow.
It is, but that's a good thing though. That's why he's shooting up the percentages and percentiles when we go and check his weight, his height, and everything like that. It took a big jump last time, so
there you go.
you know it's working.
And they'll
So-
fluctuate from time to time too.
It will, and I know that. But you also sometimes as a I don't know, use a dad as a guy. I'm a numbers guy, so you put a number.
like
in front of
numbers.
me, it's hard for me not to obsess over it a little.
Oh yeah.
Bit.
I go through some of that stuff with my daughter now because she's doing some, like we were talking about, reading, and there are some days that are good and some days that are bad, and where does she stand in the class and this and that, and yeah, trust me, I fully get that.
Yeah, heard that, man. But for me, those are, if you talk about my initial, what are you worried about, what are you proud of, that's my initial thoughts on that right there. What pops in your head for you right off the bat when we raise that question, sir?
So since you went the child route first, I'll go the child route as well for first and foremost, and it's more towards my son coming this year, and it's a scary thought process and a happy process all at the same time. My son will start kindergarten before this year's over, and he will be joining his sister on the bus and going to elementary school, as scary as that is.
Yeah.
So I will have two kids no longer in daycare, which is the positive, no longer paying for childcare. I mean, I guess in a sense you are with taxes, but that's for another topic for the day. But
well, you're not paying twice for childcare then.
Fact.
Hey.
So, but he has mentioned from time to
Perspective,
time that he's like, I'm not going to go to his sister's school. I'm not going to get on the bus. I don't want to get on the bus. So I'm a little worried for that moment in time when it comes. I think he'll be all right in the long run. But yeah, I'm a little worried about that. And good evening, Blood Knight. And I apologize. Who are you? Did I drink enough?
Insert womp 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 sound here. Wow.
Oh, sorry. I must have killed enough brain cells and I didn't realize who it was.
He said, "Hi. Who the fuck are you?"
Hey, at least I acknowledged them. I could have just bypassed it.
I tell your sister you ignored me. You can't do that. She's in the chat above
She's
you,
right
sir.
there.
It's not possible.
Oh,
man.
but yeah. So there's my one child worry.
Sure.
Concern,
And you know how it'll be. He'll find a friend or he'll get on the bus one time and it'll be like, "What do you mean I'm not going to ride the bus?" Of course I'm riding the bus, Dad.
And he's getting on with his sister, who he adores and plays with on a day-to-day basis. Anyway.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So
That's good.
I'm sure they're 2 years apart. They'll be okay in the long run.
Now, that could go either way. I'm
It
glad,
can.
I'm glad it's a positive.
Trust me, I know it can go either way. It's literally like a freaking flip of the switch, and all of a sudden it goes from happy. Shit, I'm gonna tear her head off. I'm tearing his head off. Yeah,
I believe it.
100%.
I believe it.
So the other concern, worry I have is professionally. This is going to be the very first year that I actually have a quota to my name. I have finally reached the platform of being a full-time sales guy, account manager, whatever you want to call it. And I've been trying to get to this point.
Welcome to the weight of
for many years. Thank you. And it's a little scary, but at the same time, like you talked about, look back and it's like, well, I did some shit to get here.
Yeah.
I paid my dues. I put in a lot of hard work. I'm happy to be here. I'm excited for it, but it does concern me because I haven't done it, and it is foreign to me in a sense because it hasn't been in my name.
Sure.
So this is a job where you don't perform, you out quick.
Yeah, having a quota means there's expectations. You have to have the weight of that
Correct.
on your shoulders now. There's numbers that you have to hit. I mean, I ran restaurants for 20 years. I'm used to numbers hovering over your head all the time that you got to stare at every fucking day. So I understand that. I don't miss that, although, we'll see if I stay out of work this entire year. or if I go back to doing
yeah.
part-time on the weekends, because God knows there's a baby now. So
Yeah, I mean, and you know, the upside of that can be very rewarding if you do it right.
mm-hmm.
So
Absolutely.
I'm hopefully gonna finally get the fruits of my labor and have a very big upswing, this coming year and the next couple of years ahead. So we shall see.
Absolutely.
Time will tell.
The fact of careers and jobs is that it is a ladder of infinity. You will never stop climbing, and you can never stop falling down that ladder, frankly.
Yep.
But it is very good, as you said, as we're alluding to every now and again stop, and as much as you're not supposed to look down, look back and realize, hey, I've been climbing this ladder for a long time.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's
And
impressive.
anybody who, whatever industry you're in, I'm sure there are plenty of people out there. It's like, I've been trying for X job, or I haven't gotten X job. It took me a very long time. I had a lot of different things happen personally, professionally. I got
Sure.
started a little later because I was taking care of my mother than a lot of my friends in the professional world. So there's a lot of factors that attributed to get to me getting to this spot at this time. And you look back at a lot of the things you've done and a lot of things you've accomplished, and you go, you know what? I fucking did it.
Yes, sir. And you wouldn't change a thing, because anything you change in the past would change everything right now. And I don't really want to change anything right now. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
So is that your look back too? Saying where you got?
No, well, kind of. So I mean, if I'll just go start on the look back portion, because I did have one that kind of ties in with that. Especially with the fact that this year I spent a full year in a very brand new industry. I was 39, turning 40 last year, and I spent a full year in a brand new industry, something that I had never done before in my past life, something that hadn't really been an interest of mine in the past life. And it's been drinking through a fire hose beyond belief. It's just, there's been so much coming at me, and it's going to be a while before I get it all under my belt and, learn it all and feel proficient is the word I was looking for. Feel proficient in this world. But it's been only a year, and I have retained so much. And I in a small sense, I can look back and be, again, proud of myself for stepping into a new world, new role, and learning all these new tricks of the trade and finding my way. And that's what helps me, in a sense, look forward to what's coming.
Absolutely. And for those that didn't follow the podcast back in whenever day it was, you worked at a company for a long time, and they
laid me off.
Yeah, I don't know if I don't know what politically correct phrase you want to use.
No, it was. It wasn't a fire. It was a layoff. It was
bullshit.
And that company, from what I've heard, has continued to have multiple different periods of layoffs, and they've been gutting and gutting and gutting. I mean, it's a company of tens of thousands of people, so they can afford to let go a couple hundred people here and there. It doesn't really affect their bottom line.
Sure.
Do you want me to finish off my my accomplishments?
Well, sure, but I was just going to point out, those that weren't listening, you were let go from a job. I mean, how much notice did they give you that you were getting let go?
About a month.
About a month. That's that's not as dirty as you could get, but that's not a lot of notice to say, hey, fuck your life, considering you worked there for how long before?
7.5 years.
Yeah. One of these things is not like the other.
Yeah.
So it's dirty. And the fact that you rebounded this quickly and made it into a position where now you have expectations heading into the year, bravo to you, sir. You should be proud of yourself. I'm proud of you. That. If you're not, then you're fuck you. I am. No, wait.
Wait. Oh man. So my other accomplishment that I would look at for the past year would be partly me and partly you and I all at the same time.
Sure.
The fact that we started doing more videos, more clipping. A lot of stuff is more, derived on you, and so a lot of the work that you put in with clips and this and that and the other things with podcasts. You've done a lot of it, but just the fact of how comfortable that we have become on doing the videos, and basically, if you really go back and listen to some of the original podcasts, because you and I were trying to talk to each other like it was streams on video games, in comparison to just having a conversation like we are just normal, like at the bar having a drink, that kind of a thing.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, some of those earlier episodes, man, especially the ones before video, they are heavily edited. I used to spend a lot of
Yeah.
time just clipping down a lot of dead air and just different things us figuring out and little things like that. We appreciate it, Death Siren. You've been with us from the beginning, and we always appreciate anybody that throws up the stream or throws us up on Spotify or Alexa or whatever they throw us up on. Hell, let your dogs listen to us. We don't care. We appreciate the views. We were in the top 30% of all video podcasts last year, and we were only video podcasting for the last little bit of the year. So I feel good about
and
it.
I've even gotten better with getting back to the beer league goalie and going live there, and I guess kind of hold on, I get ahead of myself, but yeah, anyway, yeah, I'm looking forward to continuing with that as well. I mean, it's been looking back at that between you and I, and beer league goalie and middle age highs, yeah, definitely something I feel accomplished about.
It's all a process, and as much as you'd like it to be overnight, and as much as pull back the curtain a little bit. We were getting 40-some listens earlier on, and we're getting much, much less now after we took a big, long break and then changed the video. And you start streaming it, and now it's like, okay, well, 20-some people are watching the stream, and now only 12 are listening on Spotify. So it's all balance and figuring out and things like that. But it's comfort is a big part of it. I mean, look at when I first started streaming in general. I mean, you got to get comfortable on camera, get comfortable used to being out there for people, and get comfortable in your own skin and just letting loose of who you are and shit, and realizing you're not just performing for people. It's all a mental game, and it's all a breakdown, and it's all just being who you are. And I find that the more comfortable we are in who we are, it rolls better. Death Siren, it happens. I know a lot of people that fell behind on it, especially with that. I tell them, just leave it on one night and let it play. Just let it play.
Yeah, just tell Alexa to play it, and turn Alexa down way low, and it's still gonna play. You just don't. You may not be listening, but you are listening.
You're damn right. We love you that show up and take part in the actual live version of the podcast, because you help the content itself. Everybody that comes in and interacts. It's not meant for a live interaction necessarily because it's a podcast, but the live interaction is a huge part of it because it's what we're doing. And sometimes it adds into what we're doing, and sometimes it's funny things. And how your Blood Knight comes in and says, "You guys make me giggle." That makes me feel good. Stoner Bronco Dad or
tickles his fancy.
Bronco's dad in the Discord. He comes in, he joins that, says, "Hey, I like your podcast so much. I went back to the beginning and I'm listening to every episode." That fucking that's real. He's like, "I identify with a lot of what you guys say and this and that." And it's like,
what are you saying? We're gonna put you to sleep now?
Hey, you know what? Bedtime. The ride home, ride to work. Shit, I turn the podcast on whenever I'm driving to run errands around. Shit, what am I listening to on the radio once they got rid of ESPN radio out here? But I digress, fuckers. Chattanooga area. 11 gospel stations, 0 sports stations.
You should save that for a rant. You should have your own rant on that one. You've ranted to me on video game. In a party. Maybe you should do a rant here for that. Maybe you should save it.
That one's a whole episode, but
we don't got that kind of time.
Heard. Hey, no, just have it play. Let us get the plays. We do appreciate that, because any of that helps push it forward and stuff like that too. But anyway, editing some of that out. What were we? Okay, so you're looking forward.
What do you feel accomplished about from the past year?
Yeah, man. So really, in the past year, that's a lot of it. I have one that my other one is kind of neutral in this combo, whatever. All right, because it's looking back, it's not something accomplished this year by any means. And I mean, if we're being fair, it may not be something accomplished within the next 5 years. But I feel like myself. Because staying home dad has been a mental warfare like you wouldn't believe.
I'm sure.
I mean, you had a brief stay at home after your layoff and everything like that. You know how that was. It's doing it for a long, long time. It's a roller coaster of shit. But one of the things that I've really started to delve into here is just I gotta stop being angry, man.
Why would you do a thing like that?
Because it's just not healthy. It's just not good for my kids.
But then you wouldn't be King A-hole.
Yeah, but I can be angry at appropriate times. I can't be angry all the time. I'm angry all the time. And it's because of things that I choose not to deal with because, well, I'm a guy and fuck emotions is a dirty word. We don't deal with them.
Nope. Not for guys.
Now, here's how we deal with emotions. You ready? Pay attention.
Cheers.
So, hey, hats off to your husband. Stay-at-home dadding is tough. It is tough. And it is something the mental health aspect of this is going to dive deeper into as we go along through it.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, I have identified that my anger problem is a problem. That's what I did this past year. Looking forward, I'm terrified of how well I'm going to handle it. And I'm trying, and it's going well. But there's some challenges with my kids, obviously. Being just the age ranges and me staying home for the first time, and one being special needs, and it's tough, and there's a lot of things to figure out with it, and it's just something that I've identified, and I'm happy that I've identified, and I'm working toward fixing. So.
And I think you're not alone there. I think there's a lot of guys that kind of go down that rabbit hole from different times, whether it's a one blow up for 5 minutes or whether it's a daily, weekly kind of concept. You're not alone there. I mean, I there's people we know and people whose names that I won't share that you even know that have talked about anger issues. Somebody that we both know has broken a bone because of anger issues. Another person that we know has put many holes in drywalls. I've put holes in drywalls.
I will tell you, when I was 18, 19 years old, and if you haven't followed the podcast, go back to the first Wild Work story about how I got into running a restaurant at 18 years old. When I was 18, 19 years old running a restaurant, I can't remember what they were actually called, but all the guides and posters that you would hang on the cabinets and the walls and things like that, and show you how to do things, they were all specifically placed to cover up all the equipment that I dented. And
funny fact about that.
Yeah, so.
it's not the same concept.
Patrick, what's up, dude?
Goddamn.
Schmexy.
Hey. It's not an anger issue, but you say that my in-laws, anytime that they've dinged a wall, they've put up a picture frame. It's not from anger, but it's the same concept.
Right. Facts, man. Facts. And that Siren's right. And that's why Russ has been very adamant, him more so than me. This is his insistence that this keeps getting added in, and I'm not against adding the men's mental health thing. I just want us to be more focused when we do it. It doesn't get enough shine, and if we talk about it for 15 minutes, we talk about it for 15 minutes. That's something,
There's nothing.
The anger issues have to do a lot with, and this is getting added in for March, FYI, behind the scenes, because February's mental check-in is already covered, but something we're going to cover in March is that part of the problem with that is the expectations of what we're supposed to fucking be. You want a quick whatever, and then we'll move on to the challenge. I was watching Family Feud the other day with Steve Harvey. I'm your man, Steve Harvey. Love that fucking guy.
Always 2 claps, by the way.
So it was, they're doing speed round. It's a scale of 1 to 10. Asked 100 men on a scale of 1 to 10, how macho are you? Guess what the number one answer was?
20. 1.
Because none of us think we live up to that standard of what we're supposed to be.
Oh, fuck no.
We're supposed
Not
to be
100, not at all.
Completely emotionless soldiers that go out there and do what we need to do. We're supposed to provide everything that people need. And then all of a sudden, we're supposed to be emotionally open and everything that we need to be. The expectations that are put on us are crazy. And there's no way to live up to the macho stereotype that you're supposed to be growing up that you see. And that there, I was like, are you serious? I was like, that does not surprise me in the fucking least that the answer is 1. Steve Harvey was shocked. I was like, that doesn't surprise me. Because the
what do you think
standards
the
and expectations
term
we put on us are crazy.
Where do you think the term man up came from?
Shit.
Just saying.
That's a good one.
Drop
Right,
that
so-
one right there.
Yeah, right. It is. The stigma's rough. So we're gonna take a hard left on that one because if we go down that path, none of the rest of this podcast is gonna take place.
Nope.
It's not.
Nope.
It's just not. So it's time for the fucking challenge.
Ooh.
And unfortunately,
let's
it's still
have
going
some
to
fun
be
again.
slightly Christmas themed on this piece because I did not change the
Oh,
graphic. Oh, no.
shame.
I take it back. I forgot.
You take it back?
I only changed one. It's time for the fucking challenge.
It's time for the Fuck 'em Challenge!
Oh, yeah. Fucking challenge time, baby. Welcome back, folks, to the challenge that never ends. Oh, but it evolves again and again. Brought to you, as always, by the good people at Snapdragon Hemp. Gotta love it. Code PYP420 saves you 15% and gets a free 2-pack of Delta 9 gummies delivered discreetly to your door in all 50 states. Gotta love it. Can't beat it. Get in on it. Starting to stockpile up now on my whatever for vacation. It is officially 107 days until we get to the cabin. We get to the cabin April 19th, which means, yes, it means on 420, I will wake up in the cabin with Foofy and Saint. And that's all I remember. That's all I remember.
Oh, man.
Anyway, fuck 'em challenge. So we got a new spin on it this year, folks. We're doing a one-man challenge. We found the back and forth got a little convoluted, a little complicated for some people that were following, a little too much. WrestleMania that weekend. Yes, Patrick. Oh, thank you, Patrick, for adding that in. We get there on the 19th. That is night one of WrestleMania. We'll be watching WrestleMania in the cabin with Foofy, Saint, and my niece, who is a huge wrestling fan now. My cousin, my nephew, and all.
Very nice.
Two hot tubs in that bitch, too, by the way. Anyway.
I don't want to picture that.
Oh, I'm going to send you a picture of it. Oh, yeah.
Oh, God, no. That week, I'm going to delete your number.
All right,
you
so
see Dumbledore getting all fucking freaky.
one-sided fuck 'em challenge this year, folks. So how we're doing it this time, Russ is up. The challenge has been thrown down to him. He said he could do Matt Damon movies. Yeah, your eyes, right? So here's what I have done.
Revert your eyes.
Pay attention, because this is the only time I'm going to go into this much detail on how we're doing the challenge this year, folks. After this, I go back to my usual quick rundown. So, what we did, he gave me Matt Damon movies. I sent him 10 movies. I have quotes
know them
from
all.
7 of them. His goal is to get 4 of them correct, which means he has 3 strikes. Baseball rules, baby. 3
And you're
strikes,
out.
you're out. So that's how we're going to do it from now on, instead of doing verses and back and forth, because it's a lot trying to figure all that out. We're going to go 1 quote per movie. He's got a list of 10 to match from. He's going to see if he can match them up, and we'll see who wins.
This one's going to be a little tough, not going to lie. I think it's going to be a little tough, because there's already
Russ
a
is
few of them
getting
that I don't
6?
know. No way.
Patrick thinks you're getting 6. So that'd be a
Not
win.
even close. I don't even think I'm going to get the 4.
I don't think you'll get 6 either. Just because you've said some of these movies you're not as familiar with. But
Yeah, I don't know.
we'll
a
go
couple
with Patrick picked you to win. So we will say Patrick thinks you're going
of
to
them.
win.
I'll take the W, at least to win.
Your sister thinks you're striking out. Ouch. Big
Damn!
whiffa.
Thanks for the
Big
confidence, you
whiffa.
jerk.
I don't think so, because some of them are a little more obvious, I think. Although, to be fair, I don't know necessarily all these movies. I'm not a big Matt Damon guy. Figure that out.
I know.
later, for
my,
sure.
One of my all-time favorite movies is on this list.
I made sure it was. A couple of them, actually, I thought. I thought there were 2 that were, yeah, whatever. Anyway. All right, so, are you ready, sir?
Let's do it.
New year, new fucking challenge. Quote number 1. You ready? If it's so foolproof, why hasn't somebody done it yet? Same reason nobody's gone to the moon yet. No equipment, and we're equipped.
On the moon.
Both times you would win, Russ. I have been right. Yeah, that is Patrick. You have been the whisperer on the Fuck 'em Challenge. That is for sure. She says I always got to pick on you, Death Star. And if you came in here and weren't giving him shit, I would be pretty convinced you were hacked.
Can you repeat that? Don't me.
I can, but I'm editing it out because, man, that's a long one. All right.
All right, I see you putting a movie title in there. Don't, and that's not even on the list.
Well, he can guess if he wants to. He could be wrong. You don't know. IT the Martian. The fuck is that? I don't even know what that is.
I don't know this at all. I'm literally taking a stab.
All right, what do you got?
Oppenheimer.
Strike!
Damn it!
That is Ocean's 11, sir. It's about a heist. They have equipment.
Damn.
Come on, I thought that one was pretty decent. All right.
Well, I'm not. I knew, like I said, I pulled this out of my ass for Matt Damon. I didn't really know if I was gonna get him or not.
I thought maybe you were a big Matt Damon guy.
It was just something different. We hadn't done it.
That's true. That's true. Well, I mean, I can think of people that we haven't done that I'm big fans of. So, hey, whatever. All right, quote number 2. You ready?
Yep.
I'll take you wherever you need to go. I will take you there. I will leave you there. You can do whatever you want. You never have to see me again. But not here. If we stay here, we die.
I got 1 or 2 options on that one. I'm gonna say that's Mr. Jason Bourne.
Wow.
The Bourne Identity.
You're correct, sir.
Yes, I got one.
Well done. 1 for 1. 1 for 1 so
Hold on,
far.
I'm writing.
He's like, eliminated
I want to make sure I write it down so I don't guess it again.
Yeah, right. No.
Knowing my ads, I will.
It's necessary because this is a little trickier doing movies on this thing. I like it, man. Like, we can still do TV characters and things like that,
yeah.
but we're having some fun with it this year, folks. We're changing it up, changing
5
it
more
around.
wings.
All right.
I'll take wings.
Lemon pepper me, baby. All right,
Hey,
number
I'm
3. You
having
ready?
some wingies this weekend. That's for sure. It'll be the last meal.
Nice.
Last big meal.
Nice. All right, here we go. Well, when I think of home, I think of something specific. I think of my hammock in the backyard, or my wife pruning the rose bushes in a pair of my old work gloves. Completely lost him, huh? Garlic parm. Ooh, garlic parm wings are good.
That sounds really familiar. All right, and look at this list.
Sure.
Took Oceans away.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking of home could be Saving Private Ryan, but I don't know Saving Private Ryan as much. Legend, yeah, that's not a Thinking of Home one.
Yeah, right.
It sounds really good. Are you trying to throw me?
Come on.
I don't want to guess my movie ahead of time, but Good Will Hunting. I feel like you're trying to throw me there. I think it was one of those sessions with Robin Williams.
No, that was Saving Private Ryan. You had it. You had it. You fucked it up. You thought yourself into a circle. Congratulations, sir.
Damn it.
You had it. That was supposed to be the giveaway there, was Thinking of Home. It's a war movie. Damn.
Damn.
Wow.
I did think myself in a circle. I had it.
Ouch.
I fucking had it.
That one hurts. That one hurts.
Damn it.
That one hurts.
I talked myself in a circle.
Here we go. You ready? Number 4.
Yeah.
You're 1 and 2. You got 1 strike left, sir.
I know.
Strike
I know.
left.
I told you. I thought I was going to strike out myself.
Right? They won't fear it until they understand it. And they won't understand it until they've used it. Theory will only take you so far.
You might be the fucking challenge whisperer right now.
Yeah, right? I mean, if he misses this one, you're pretty damn close, Death Siren. You may
Yeah,
take the title
right,
from
right.
Patrick. Yeah.
Oppenheimer, I don't know.
Patrick was correct.
Wait, what? Oh, shit! God damn it, I wasn't even looking! Patrick, don't help me!
It is
I
Oppenheimer.
appreciate
Good
the
job.
help,
Well
but
done. Well
don't
done.
help me.
It wasn't even paying attention. Oh, man. All right. 2 and 2. Here
Patrick
we go.
just wants to be right.
Here we go. Right? Patrick's like, I just got to get one. All right. Here we go. You ready?
Wings.
This is getting embarrassing. Oh, no, sir. This has been embarrassing for quite some time.
It's been embarrassing. Embarrassing. Wait. That's the golf movie, Legend of Bagger Vance.
Yeah, 100%. I was like, yeah, come on.
Yeah,
That, I know you're getting that one. Shut the fuck up. When you said you
I
act
had
like
to
you
take
didn't
a
know, I was
second
about to
to
get a second.
think.
All right. You ready? Here we go.
Let's
5
go.
movies in. He's 3 and 2. You're
I
down
made a
your-
comeback.
Still down to your
Made a
last
little bit of a
strike. You gotta
comeback.
get the next 2. You were hoping for a goodnight kiss. No, I'll tell you, I was hoping for a goodnight lay, but I'll settle for a kiss.
No, that's Good Will Hunting. I'm not even going to look at the list. I don't have to. I know that movie way too well.
Yeah, I know. So I had to bury that one down the list. I was like, no matter what quote I get, I'm pretty sure he's going to nail this one. So I was like, I'm
not
bury
going
this
to be
one.
cocky about it because I wasn't cocky going into it, so don't worry about it.
Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, 3-3. This decides the game. So he has 3 movies left on the list. Here we go. Do you know what makes a human being decent? Fear, and therein lies the problem. None of you has anything left to fear anymore. My favorite Matt Damon movie is Good Will Hunting. It's a good movie. Robin Williams.
That's mine.
Yeah. That's why I put that one so far down on the list, Patrick, because I know that's Russ's favorite movie. I was like, yeah, that and Bagger Vance is like, those two are like, he's going to nail this.
I own both of them.
Yeah. They had to make the list.
All right, so obviously it's from movies that I don't know at this point, and I just have to, like, freaking guess. Repeat it.
Do you know what makes a human being decent? Fear, and therein lies the problem. None of you has anything left to fear anymore. I was surprised he didn't get Ocean 11, too. I was surprised he didn't get Saving Private Ryan. I thought I laid this up for
I
you.
talked myself into a circle. I had that one. I fucked that up.
You did.
I'm just, again, I don't know the dogma. Yes!
Congratulations, sir. You won.
Oh, I didn't really think I was gonna. I really didn't.
Hey, that worked out really well. That was fun. That worked out really
good one.
fucking well. I'm actually.
Yes,
I'm,
Mini Driver was good.
I'm happy with that
100%.
format. I'm very, very happy with that format. All right. The air is heavy with the stench of disappointment.
Thank you for giving me the update on that. I'm not being cocky, but I appreciate that update. Love it.
I love it. I love it. So, here's what we're going to do.
Damn, that was a close one.
Is, if you know how the fucking challenge works, he won, so he gets to pick next week, right? No, sorry. New year, new rules, folks.
No, not
You're
this
out of
time.
luck. Next week, we have a guest. Next week, our guest will be able to challenge one of us in the fucking challenge. We're not going to tell you who, though I have a pretty sneaking suspicion. Well, actually, I don't know. He's a little bit of a wild card. That could go either way. He may go for either one of us. That's interesting.
We shall see.
But next week's fucking challenge will be similar format, but we will have a guest with us, which means we will go back to the listing them and both parties trying to guess, like we did with Ron. If you were here for the Ron episode, if not, go back and watch it. Ron is hilarious.
Oh
Side
my
note,
god! And I cannot wait till we can air the whole piece.
Ron. Yeah, when we can air the unedited footage from the episode. Have you shown your sister?
I don't think I have that one.
Death Siren. We'll be in touch. Um,
She would
Jesus.
thoroughly enjoy the shit out of that.
Side note: the license plate cover, hang tag, and T-shirt were all shipped to Ron today.
I bet they make it to him before the backdrop makes it to you.
Still in Chattanooga.
Your Bermuda Triangle shipping down
I
there.
give up. I would have a blast with you guys. You will, Patrick. You are on the next wave list. Once we get through these scheduled episodes, you're on the list of the next ones. Trust me, sir. Trust me, sir. I've already got ideas for it, but that's months and months away from now. But next week's guest will be... I will tell you later. We'll get to it. We got stuff to talk about. Anyway, so... you gotta pay attention. You gotta have to stick around to find out, folks. Sorry, that's just how it goes. So, New Year's happened. We're not a big resolution guy typically, but I'm really trying to change a lot of my aspects, a lot of my thinking. So, we're gonna do some New Year's resolutions. I've got 3 of them for me. How many do you have, sir?
I have 3 as well.
Oh, ironic, coincidental, and completely planned. So, since I went first with the look ahead, look back, would you like to go ahead and do your first New Year's resolution, beer league goalie?
So I will, and the New Year's resolution will be tied into what we are planning here on this podcast.
So I just saw the whole ride a scooter next to Ron blasting "Eye of the Tiger" comment. Hilarious. Go ahead.
Just, like an 80s style hold of a big boom box,
With a headband.
Yes, I'll find a headband.
Yeah, but one that hangs down.
Waiter, King needs a refill. So yes, the first resolution, obviously, like you prefaced, we're not big resolution people, but in spirit of resolution, I will tie it to the podcast, and I am beginning next week to work out again. And it is get fit or get punished. And you can play that little icon if you'd like to. So I will be weighing in next week. Still needing to get a punishment. I have yet to put it up on social. Neither one of us have. It just hasn't happened. We are going to need some suggestions for punishments. It's okay if it takes a couple weeks. I'm still going to get punished regardless. We got 2-3 months to figure that out.
Sure.
However,
next week will be the weigh-in for, wait for it. Love it.
There it is.
Gets me every time.
Yes. So I am half looking forward to it and half not looking forward at the same time. I have strayed away from working out from quite a long time now.
Sure.
But I was doing very well for a long time and got myself in very good shape, and then I don't know, I just stressed, tired, all that kind of stuff, all that stuff builds up and you just kind of lose track of it and you don't. And to be honest, it comes down to mentality and just doing it. It really does. If you want to do it, you'll make time to do it.
Sure, that's a big fact and a big part of it. And I'll just go ahead and throw mine in right on top of it. My goal is, one of my resolutions is to start working out again this year. Because just like you, and if you want to throw way back, when I was doing security work, as much as it was kind of laid back in the area it was a large campus that I generally patrolled on foot just for the sake of, 1, eating time, because, oh my God, and 2, it kept me in better shape. Stairs and walking and everything like that. But that was the best shape I've been in a long time when I was there.
Yeah, you really patrolled on foot when you told us about your nap times. and your luncheons that you got at the dining hall. You're really.
Hey, that was just a benefit, man. Look, those rich kids had a fucking oh my God, buffet all day. Anyway, no, my wife actually, I'm very proud of her, and she won't see this specifically unless somebody tells her about it. But she started working out. She's done it like 3-4 days in a row here, and
good for her.
Goal her, vacation coming up in like 107 days. Obviously, she's got her goals and everything. Because last year on vacation, vacation's such a blast. You know, I smoke, people drink, we have fun, go out, do this, that, whatever. My wife was super fucking pregnant last year on vacation, so she's looking forward to this year a little bit.
I'm sure.
Yeah. But my goal is to, because she's already started it, my goal is to get to be working out again. We have a weight bench. It is in my son's room. He doesn't use it as often as he should.
Back there, behind the curtain.
Yeah, well, I don't have a garage to put it in, so I've got to figure out where I'm going to put it and get back to that. Chasing a 1-year-old kind of as a workout, it keeps you in shape because I've lost a ton of weight since I've been home. I have lost so much fucking weight since I've been home.
Yeah, you showed the picture the other week.
I'm running around. Yeah, it's crazy, but actually working out and getting myself in better physical shape is part of mine too, and I think that's every parent, every dad. You know, there was a point where we were in our athletic prime, and I don't know about you, but I don't remember what the fuck that was. A long time.
I do know when that was. I'm definitely not in that athletic prime, but I'm still being athletic and doing fairly decent at things athletic.
Way better than me.
Hell, I fucking had a shutout this week for the first time in a long time.
The beer league goalie, folks. We don't call him that for no reason.
Which will then
Follow
tie
him
me
on
into
Instagram,
my
go see.
next resolution. Yeah, I did that. I did it all day.
67 pounds. Fuck yeah, Alan. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Shit.
My next resolution for this year is I want to take a page out of King's, Prime's, whatever you want to call him, asshole's book here. I want to start making some clips for the beer league goalie.
Oh, I thought you was talking about weed. Okay. What? Sorry. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. No, but I want to.
No. Hey, man, 100%. Like putting clips to what you do would be great, man. Because I've seen you make some great plays and everything like that. So yeah, man, go back and it's about getting timestamps, man. Go back and figure out when your timestamps are. If you get anybody that can, God forbid, if anybody's tell somebody if they're watching him live and you see a good play, tell him a timestamp. Let him know when it is.
Yeah.
Just like God
And
forbid,
to be
if
fair, I
anybody
know
watches
some of the
podcast
better
and
saves.
says, hey, that's hilarious. Let me know what time it was, and I'll go clip it and
Yeah.
post it myself.
Yeah. Hell, I make more and more comments while I'm playing these days too. I mean, I make comments to the refs and stuff. Like, dude, I swear to God, I don't know. Jesus Christ.
They're cracking me up.
There's a ref the last month or so. He had like something done like a dental wise, so he can't utilize a whistle. So I've been making jokes and cracks at him about blowing while I've been playing hockey. And so finally this week he's back to utilizing whistles. I was like, oh, you can blow things again, huh? Like I just started making jokes at the ref's expense.
Yeah. Ref jokes are always funny.
Yeah.
Ref jokes are always funny. Well, if we're talking
So
content...
what's your second resolution here?
If we're talking content resolutions, as if you alluded to, I carry obviously more than his share because he works way more than I do, as much as I'm fucking tied up a lot.
I'll allude to that in the next one.
Yeah. My other second resolution would be to be consistent with my content because, and to be fair, in rehashing whatever December, especially the last half of December, I basically just took off.
Because the last half of December is a gray matter that nobody knows how to navigate because everybody's off and doing this and that, and there's no structure to the last 2 weeks of December.
No, I stopped posting podcast clips. I didn't post any Snapdragon Cannabis clips for a while. I mean, it's gaming clip stopped. There's a lot, but my goal is to be consistent with my content. I want to do the podcast every week this year, without fail. I want to post clips at least every week this year, without fail.
Make it a goal to do one a week.
That's the minimum.
Bare minimum.
And I think I can do that. So, I want to make
No
sure
shame
we're
here.
trying to
Shut
get
up.
this thing out there as much as we can. The more people that come in and interact with us and follow us and do this, it's just gonna be better, you know. So I'm enjoying this thing, and I think we've got a lot of good stuff planned for the podcast coming into the new year already.
Yeah,
and we're
100%.
about to start on a crazy run of guests. It's gonna be a lot of fun, I think. So
I agree.
Stay tuned and stay along for the ride. But we're gonna try to get as many people in here as we can to come along with us. That's a big part of mine. So
Heard that? So last but not
what
least
is
for
the
me,
finale resolution, sir?
finale for me. It's not so much the fact that I'm bad at this. I'm not bad at it, but I want to get better at it, and that is time management.
Ooh, interesting.
I have a lot on my plate, like anybody else does. I have a new job that keeps me in my car 4 to 5 hours on a daily basis. I have 2 kids and a wife, 3 hockey teams, this podcast, trying to play games with the boys. I have a bouncing gig, which may have turned into another bouncing gig here shortly. That's a story for another time. And then I also would like to try to make time to just fucking relax. Oh, no. Not complaining. Not complaining.
Sorry, I had to play
Knock
the
it
violin
off.
a little bit.
Knock it off. I'm just explaining the actual situation, not complaining. Shut your mouth.
Sorry, brother.
No, you're
I
wrong.
love it.
It's just a lot, and I think I need to have a little bit more downtime for resting the body, because I think, to be fair, in 2024, I think I was a little more beat up than I have been in a long time for a lot of different reasons.
Sure.
And I want to work on trying to manage that time just a little bit better. I mean, it's not going to be easy, not whatsoever. I mean, that's a lot that I just threw out there. There's a lot of moving pieces.
Yeah.
I mean, anybody listening to that probably got tired just listening to all the things that I had going on.
Hell, I started playing imaginary violin. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You play that for people who are complaining. I wasn't complaining. I was literally just listing.
He's not mad at me, folks. Not at all. No, I got you. I'm just fucking with you, dude. I'm just fucking with you. No, I know you got a lot on your plate, and I allude to it, and that's why I don't. I mean, I think there was a point I give you more shit about not doing as much work for the podcast as I do, but hey, it is what it is, man. You got a lot on your plate. We all do.
Yeah.
We all do. We all have our crosses to bear. We all have our own things. So.
And there's always a heavier cross to bear than your own, and nobody realizes it.
Yeah, perspective. Wonderful thing. So, we went very similar in the first one. We went very similar in the second one. For the third one, you did something that you're not necessarily bad at, you want to get better at. For me, my third one, I suck at. And I even posted online.
Whoa, hold on. Do you want to put that in public?
1-800. No, I'm just kidding.
No, it's 1-900. Get it right.
I'm selling myself short. Damn it. All right. 1-900. Damn. All right. So, and I posted this on Twitter earlier today too. Do I think this is a realistic resolution? No.
Just because you're here doesn't make it a family show.
This is not a family show. I definitely click 18 plus when I post this.
Wait, hold on. I need that waiter too. I'm empty.
I'm saying, like, I debated getting another drink, but we're so close to the end.
Yeah.
For me, I don't know if this is realistic, but I would love if I could find a way this year to stop making things more difficult for myself.
Never.
I don't think it's going to happen either. I would like to make things less difficult for me.
What
when it
creases
comes
a
to
habit?
My wife and my kids and everything else, and posting content and things like that. The amount of things that don't happen in my life because of the asshole that lives in here. Crazy.
Look, think about how long it took us. We talked about doing this podcast for many, many years, and it took us till a year and a half ago to start doing this shit.
Yep. To be honest with you, I talked myself out of doing this week's episode twice already. This week.
Damn.
That's just how it works in my head, man. It is a constant struggle. But
Heard
I
that.
would like to get out of my way just a little bit more this year. I'm not going to stay out of my way. But I would like to at least be able to see the sunlight around. Well, I'm not that big anymore, am I? Huh.
You know what? I'll have your son come in and throw you out of the way.
He's at work right now, so, anyway.
Danny, do it!
I appreciate the support there, Des. I appreciate that. And Al, hey, Patrick, hey, love you guys. We appreciate you. Thank you. It's duct tape that bitch. Hey, if you can't duck it, fuck it. Shit.
If you can't duct tape it, use WD-40.
I'm saying shit.
At least you got the lube.
Giggity.
So that's it for resolutions. We're about done for the episode, folks. It is New Year's. We're just trying to get in. And this I enjoyed because, let's be honest, this is the last time you'll see this podcast with just the two of us for a while.
Well, hopefully, as long as people don't back out and stuff, you know?
Yeah, well, if they do, the nice part is I have backups. I have a couple people that have been listed as moment's notice hit me up. But for the record, we have guests coming the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks. Then a week with us. Then guests the next 2 weeks after that, minimum. So we will be guest heavy going forward, folks. So I hope you enjoyed this. This is the last time it'll be just me and Russ bullshitting around here for a little while.
Heard ya.
You are on the list again, Death Siren. Apparently, Russ does not communicate things to you, but you are on the list.
We did. You and I even talked to her about it.
This happened on an episode. I don't know why she keeps raising her hand and saying, me. You're on the list. Anyway, so we're about done for the episode, folks. We will be continuing on with a whole lot of guests going forward. The dad jokes will continue. The work stories may or may not, depending on the episode. But, Russ, I got a question for you, man.
Uh-oh. Oh, please don't do it too much.
What happened on New Year's Eve when Dracula had too much to drink and passed out?
What'd you do?
I mean, it didn't really affect the evening. They just had a countdown.
Hey!
Thank you to my wife. She looked that one up for me. I like that. I thought that was funny.
Damn.
Countdown.
I can't claim this one. I heard this recently. There's a page that I follow that gives me some dad jokes from time to time.
Death Siren,
that
was a killer dad joke.
It was.
Have a response to your eye roll. Are you ready for it? All right. Continue, sir.
This one's bad, and I can't take it as my own. Do you know why we've had an egg shortage?
I don't know. There's like $4 for a dozen eggs out here. It's fucking crazy. Anyway, no, I have no idea.
All the hens are pretending to be roosters.
So you're telling me that RuPaul's Drag Race has hit the chicken community?
That's only like fucking 10th season or whatever the hell that is.
It's on its 15th, 16th season, bro. Yeah, I watch Ridiculousness a lot, and it's on MTV, and they play the commercials all the time, and I'm like, womp womp.
Hey, teach their own.
His dad joke wasn't great. My joke was better than his dad joke.
Hey, we both have had good ones. We both have had ones that don't land. They come and go. That's why they are dad jokes.
By nature, your hit rate is 20%.
And if you don't like my dad joke, you know what?
Ooh, it's a good point. You make a very valid point, sir. Well, that's it for us for this week, folks. It's been a fun episode. I've enjoyed it being just me and you again, brother. This is the last time for a while. You believe that? It will be until next month's check-in. Before it's just me.
It's all right, though.
Guests
line
up left and right.
I get tired of looking at just you.
This is fair. I get tired of looking at me. Shit. Must suck for you. Anyway, next week's guest, Bong Master Rob. If you're not familiar, go check him out on YouTube. He's got 1 million views and shit on there. Go check him out on TikTok, Twitter. The dude is crazy. Plays some Fortnite.
He's got high energy, that's for sure.
It is going to be a very loud episode. It's going to be very high energy, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Big Rob coming on next week. Can't fucking wait.
Maybe this guest won't get too drunk.
Well, I'm not sure he's going to get drunk. He's going to get stoned out of his fucking mind. Patrick knows that dude is awesome. I've been on his show, so he's coming on ours. Gotta love it. But that's it for us for this week, folks. Hey, hit your resolutions hard. Hit the ground running. And if your resolution is still in play by the time we're here next week, you've done better than most of them. Good night, folks.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.